The more that you wait for change, the more likely you are to stay the same. Because the more that you give in to your temptations, the more that your heart starts to get hardened towards it. And that's why when I kept giving in to lust over and over and over again, it made it 10 times harder to stop when I actually wanted to. That's why delayed obedience is still disobedience. Because the longer you stay in that disobedience, the more comfortable you get with it. But vice versa, when you start acting in obedience, it starts to get easier to live in obedience. And so the only thing that will really change you to start living in obedience is either one, you going through some type of pain, or number two, you get so uncomfortable or fed up with who you are that you decide to actually make that change. And if you want to avoid the pain of ruining relationships, losing confidence, missing opportunities because you're scared to talk to certain people, then you have to create an identity and believe in that identity so much to the point where you get fed up of giving back into temptation. And this is exactly what I walk through with my clients in my program so that they can avoid the pain of regret and missed opportunities and actually start taking back control of their life without losing hope. It allowed them to push through the first 2 weeks when it's the hardest and then get to that month mark to the point they don't ever want to go back. And so if you want to get to that point where you're being disciplined without having to go through the pain, without having to learn a lesson to change, you have to be fed up with where you're headed and then also build an identity so rooted within who you're going to become to the point where it's a no-brainer to not give in to temptation, because you're always going to have to go through some type of temptation, but pushing through that is what will separate you from the rest. So y'all stay blessed.